Good morning and welcome to Ask the Expert. I'm Joe Taylor. This morning and other in the ongoing series of programs presented by the Northwest Regional Key Program for Quality Early Learning. The program, through the Northwest Institute of Research, oversees a grant from the Office of Child Development and Early Learning at the Pennsylvania Department of Human Services and the Department of Education. The goal of the program is to improve the outcomes for young children as they prepare for school. John Poza from the Pennsylvania Key is the host of the program and is with us throughout the series. And John, today we have a double delight, right? We have two folks on the line, right?
Yes, we do, Joe. Good morning. We have two wonderful guests that are part of a Community Innovation Zone project from the Bradford area. We have Kelly Compton and Kim Engstrom, and they are part of Ticket to Success, which is a Community Innovation Zone project. And Kelly is Bradford's Director for Curriculum, Instruction, and Assessment at the Bradford School District. And Kim is the Preschool Director at Care for Children in Bradford. And their Ticket to Success project entitles all young children in the Bradford area to an early childhood rich in meaningful learning opportunities, dynamic and engaging teachers, and nurturing and informed parents. And boy, does that sound like a welcome addition to the type of work that we do in early childhood. So welcome to the program, Kelly and Kim.
Thank you.
Thank you.
First of all, and either of you can actually start off the conversation, but I wanted to kind of ask you, how did the name Ticket to Success and how did the project actually get off the board?
This is Kelly speaking. To be honest with you, Bradford is a very diverse community in the sense of socioeconomics. And so what we found were that many of our economically disadvantaged children were did not have access to early learning opportunities. And therefore, when they entered into kindergarten, oftentimes we found that they were way behind their peers. And so we just made a commitment to say, despite economic disparities, every child born in the Bradford community is guaranteed and insured a ticket to success.
So well
said.
said.
Will enter school ready.
Right. And I know one of the missions of your project is to try to reach those so-called hard-to-reach families or the more disadvantaged families in neighborhoods within your community. So what have you done, since the project got underway to make some success out of reaching those families?
This is Kelly once again. Lots of different things. I can speak to some of the things we're doing at the school, and then I'll throw it over to Kim
Sure.
to talk about what Care for Children is doing. One of the major kind of initiatives is that the school district is offering is the after-school program for our children in kindergarten through grade 5, and that is in partnership with the YMCA. And the YMCA actually secured a 21st Century Community Learning Center grant, and while they had student tutors from the high school tutoring the kids, we recognized that we needed more highly qualified teachers in that after-school program. So now our after-school program is equipped with learning coaches, and those are actual classroom teachers who are with the kids for an hour after school to do interventions, some remediation, enrichment, STEM activities. And part of that program is really reaching out to families and engaging the families. So they have parent nights, family literacy nights, to bring the families involved, to get them more involved into what the kids are doing in the after-school program, which then lends itself to becoming more involved in the school community as well. And Kim, if you want to talk about care.
This is Kimberly, and we started a Best Baby program in a central location that in the evening that encourages the parents to bring their children to us, and we have a speech therapist and 2 teachers that do the program, and we it's teaching the parents on how to play and interact with their children in a fun, interactive, intentional way. And we are getting a lot of participation with this program. The other thing that we started to implement was a STEM program an hour after preschool that enriches the children's experiences with science and technology, engineering and mathematics. And this has really sparked a lot of interest with our children and a lot of creative thinking going on.
I wonder if I could have some clarification here. Is Tickets to Success limited to financially disadvantaged families? And if so, what are the income qualifications?
No, it's not limited. So all of our programs are offered to all students within the Bradford community.
And also to clarify, and I'll direct this to Kim, Care for Children in Bradford, for those outside the Bradford area that may not be familiar, can you tell us a little bit about your agency? Because I know you are, we know you as a child care and preschool, but can you kind of explain a little bit about the other programming that Care for Children does there?
Yes, Care for Children has a staff of physical therapists, occupational therapists, speech therapists, special instructors. We also have a social worker, too. And our programming, we go into the homes with children birth to 3 and work directly with the families in a coaching the families with children with a developmental delay of 25%. As we get into the school-age children, our therapists will go to the schools and provide therapy in the schools. We also have rec programs where our children who might not be able to be in a team sport, we have team sports for them. We have adaptive skiing for them and bowling for them. So we have a wide variety of rec programs that we can do with our children of all abilities. And then we also have a preschool.
Kim, I was very impressed going online to read about the history of Care for Children. I guess it goes all the way back to 1924. That would, I think, John and
yes,
Kim, make it probably one of the oldest agencies of its type in the country, wouldn't it be?
That would be Kim to answer.
Yeah. And I wonder if you could tell us, if you know, I don't want to put you on the spot, maybe a little bit about its history and evolution into the present time.
Okay. Care for Children was developed when polio first came out, and we wanted to make sure that the agency wanted to make sure that every child had an opportunity to education, and so they started this, and we had polio clinics, which started out at the agency. We had a nurse back then that ran the organization, and she ran it beginning out of her house, and then it just expanded from there.
Yeah,
and we have grown with the needs of the community as the community has grown.
Yeah, it's wonderful.
Their needs have gotten more diverse.
It's wonderful, and your facility there, which is relatively new. I remember a few years ago when it was opened, and it's just a major player in terms of the work that you do with children and families in the Bradford area. So you're to be commended. Let's talk a little bit about the impact of the parents and the importance of the parents in the Ticket to Success project, because so often, it's that family engagement piece that sometimes is missing despite all the work we do, the follow-up by the parents at home in interacting and working